CMP Sharks, it's Miss Amanda from the library. Happy Thanksgiving. How come your family celebrates Thanksgiving? In our family, it's to celebrate all of the things that we're thankful for. We bring all of our relatives together and we eat a delicious meal. But there is an original reason we started celebrating it. It's because of the Pilgrims that came here and the friendship they made with the Patuxent tribe. I hope you enjoy the story of their journey in This is the Feast. This is the Feast by Diane Z. Shore, illustrated by Megan Lloyd. This is the Mayflower, sturdy and strong. Her sail skims the seas as she journeys along. These are the Pilgrims down on their knees, seasick and frightened on rough, rolling seas. These are the storms and the battling gales, crashing the decks and thrashing the sails. Land ho, America, world unknown, a wilderness wild, a place to call home, that greeted the Pilgrims, fearful but brave, who sailed off to freedom through wind and through wave, across the Atlantic so far and so wide. Thanks be to God, our strength and our guide. These are the oak trees bundled in snow, felled for the houses as bitter wind blow. This is the hearth, soothing the soul, as death and disease take a terrible toll. This is the corn, a treasure of maize, black, yellow, red, and blue nugget ablaze. These are the fields, stubbled, unclaimed, cleared by Pawtuckets before the plague came, and found by the Pilgrims exploring ashore, far from the baskets of nuggets galore that colored the gray, weary days of despair. Thanks be to God for their lives He has spared. These are the birch trees budding in spring, nestling of robins and promise they bring. These are the Indians, fearful, aware, welcome their greeting, approaching with care. This is the corn seed planted in mounds, with herring to nourish the seed for the ground. This is Tisquantum, or Squanto his name, a keen-eyed Pawtucket the plague didn't claim, who helped sow the corn, the colorful maize, and shared with the Pilgrims his knowledge and ways of fishing and trapping and hunting the land. Thanks be to God for this wise, clever man. These are the elm trees, brushing the skies. As summer days dawn, the Pilgrims arise. This is the shallop skimming the tide, flashing with cod to be salted and dried. These are the corn shoots, fountains of maize, weeded and tilled through hot sunny days. These are the gardens, leafy and green, crowded with cucumber, spinach, and bean, that sprouted near cornfields, threaded with vines of blossoming pumpkins and squash of all kinds, that followed the cape that was nurtured by hand. Thanks be to God for this bountiful land. These are the maples in forest ablaze, where wild turkeys run and golden deer gaze. These are the plums and cranberries tart, picked and preserved with gladdening heart. These are the cornstalks, soldiers of maize, gathered in sheaves during harvesting days. These are the baskets of plentiful crops, spilled with tassels and vegetable tops, and brimming with berries and chestnuts and plums that ripened in forests where golden deer run. A harvest of plenty, all gathered with pride. Thanks be to God who doth us provide. This is the feast the Pilgrims prepared and welcomed the neighboring Indians, who shared in the singing and dancing, a joyous 3 days of heartily feasting on mountains of maize and puddings and codfish and lobsters and meats of the deer and wild fowl, all roasted and sweet and spread on the table of long wooden planks. They blessed with a prayer of heartwarming thanks for the friendship and harvest and bountiful land that was seeded and weeded and reaped by the hands of our hard-working forefathers, daring and brave, seeking freedom of worship through wind and through wave, as they sailed on the Mayflower, plodding but strong, her sails filled with dreams as she journeyed along. This is Thanksgiving, a time to remember the friendship and freedoms we all share together.